Good morning, guys. Matt Peters here, Greater Than 40 Fitness. Let's talk testosterone replacement therapy today, TRT. I've done a few things as far as changing up what I've wanted to do. As I've talked about before, my clinic that I go to is real conservative, and I've been going there, I guess, about 8 months now, and I still have really low testosterone levels. Much higher than they were before. They were down in the low 200s, which is near death. I'm kidding, but really low. And now they're like in the low to mid 400s. And they don't want to raise my dose, in my opinion, fast enough to get me in the 7 to 800s, which is where I'm going to feel the best. So what I did was I started doing a little research, and I found a clinic, and you guys should be able to do the same, that provides the testosterone in the syringes and the doctor, of course, and they do the testing and then they advise you on the dose, but you are able to self-inject. Now that may sound a little scary at first. There's a few places that you can inject. I prefer the glute. It is a little difficult to self-inject in the glute because you have to turn around, you have to aspirate, you have to get it in the right place. But compared to the quad or the thigh or the delt, the shoulder, there's just so much more margin for error, because if you do get it off where you're supposed to inject, man, it can really make the muscles sore, and it hurts to walk, hurts to raise your arm. And there's more margin for error because the glute's so big and it has fat in it. The other thing about self-injecting is, just like the nurse does, you must aspirate, which means pull the syringe backwards to make sure no blood gets in there. Because if you're in a vein or a vessel and you inject testosterone straight into that, I heard it's a really bad experience. It doesn't necessarily kill you or anything, but I heard you get a real bad upper respiratory problem, and it lasts a couple, 3 days, and it's just not a good thing. So you must aspirate, you must get it in the right area. But once you start, the first one for me was a little scary, but I sucked it up and did it. And then after a couple, I just got used to it, and it's really no big deal. And now I'm as good as the nurses. I don't even feel it anymore. So it's a 1.5 inch syringe right here, and I can't remember the gauge. Oh, 3 millimeter, and or no, I'm sorry, that's 3 milliliters. So that's not the gauge. Anyway, it's a 1.5 inch syringe, and the doctor will tell you which one to use. And then here is the bottle of testosterone cypionate. So you just use a, you have to be real sterile, real clean, just like in the doctor's office. You want to use alcohol, and I like to do it after I take a shower, so I'm extra clean. And I really like being able to do this myself. Obviously, they're not going to give you, like if they give you 3 months worth and you run out in 6 weeks, they're not going to give you any more, so you don't want to overdose yourself. But you do want to find a clinic that is more in line with what your goals are. And so I have found that. I'm really happy with that. I don't have to go there. It's also a lot less money, guys. With my insurance copay, it was $53 a month at the clinic that I was going to every Friday morning at 9 o'clock. It is so much less expensive than that now. I can't even tell you. It cost me about $400 with blood test a year to do it this way, as opposed to well over $2,000 to do it the other way. So it's a significant savings in money. And I've already noticed, I haven't got my levels tested yet. I probably will do that in about 6 weeks, and I'm also going to do that through my doctor, just to make sure that I'm kind of well taken care of. But I already know that my levels are probably 600 to 800, which is where I want to be, because I have upped my dose to 180 milligrams per week every Friday morning. I'm real happy with that. I feel much better. I have a lot more energy. I'm seeing small incremental, obviously, strength gains in the gym, which, as you guys know, if you've watched my previous videos, is real important to me. And so I'm real happy. So that's the route I'm going. If you guys have any questions, just down in the comment box, hit me up. I'll be happy to provide as many answers as I can. The one thing I will warn you on, however, is there are ways to get testosterone or any type of testosterone, enanthate, cypionate, blends out there on the quote-unquote black market. I would be very, very careful with that, guys. From what I've heard from people that are in the business, there's about a 10% chance of you actually getting what you think you're getting. So you have a 90% chance of getting something that's not good. Injecting something into your body that you don't know what it is, I mean, how else do you say it? It's just stupid. So if you do go the black market route, guys, do make sure you do your research and that everything is, I mean, if you can take it to a lab and get it tested, spend the money, because I would just be real leery about doing that. Not that you can't, because I know some guys that have, and they've had success, but they have gone to legitimate sources that are safe. They're making this stuff, they know what they're doing, they're part of a lab. It's not somebody cooking something up in their kitchen. So just be careful. When you can go the legal route through clinics like I do, in my opinion, 100% the only way to do it. So that being said, kind of an update. I've got a show coming up November 7th, the Jay Cutler here in Dallas. It's actually in Arlington, but Arlington's a suburb of Dallas. Looking forward to that. If you guys watched my last video, you saw my weigh-in that I wasn't real happy with. I found out something by playing around a little bit. I've been doing liquid BCAAs 3 times a day. Well, it turns out that the liquid BCAAs, which I'll be honest, I really like it. It tastes great. It fills me up. It helps me with my hunger, because when you're cutting for a contest or a show, obviously you're going to be hungry. I mean, other than eating veggies, you know, I don't know any other way around it, and it's just not convenient for me to always eat veggies when I get hungry. But anyway, it had sodium in it, not a lot, but enough, like 9% of your daily allowance of sodium in it. And so since I was doing it 3 times a day, I was increasing my sodium intake by almost 30%. So it was just making me retain water like crazy. So I got off of it for a couple of days and went back to the pills. And guys, I'm back to dropping a 1/4 pound, a 1/2 pound every few days. I had a new low weigh-in this morning of 166.5. I am so happy with that, because I'm still 6 weeks out and I want to step on stage at 162. So I'm a full pound ahead of schedule, which is awesome. Today, it's still the morning, it's 9:10. I've done 45 minutes of cardio, and today's my favorite day. It's leg day. That's our business line, pardon me. My lifting partner got married last week, so he's on his honeymoon, so I'm solo this week. I was even solo last week, so 2 weeks in a row, no lifting partner. But that's okay, I'm motivated. Chad, get back soon, brother. You know I love you. Looking forward to working out with you again. Hope you guys are having a great time. I think they're in Cayman, and I hope the weather is nice. So that's about it. Around the house, we're getting ready to start a big remodel. I think I talked about it before. I shot a little video, but I hadn't put it up, of the guys coming out and cutting the trees down. Some of the trees, I should say, in the backyard, because we're putting a pool in. We're putting a nice pool in. We're doing a remodel. We're building a master suite out of one of the extra bedrooms, increasing our master bedroom, bath, and closet. We're going to basically double it. And we're opening up the wall that's behind me here, which separates the living, dining, and kitchen. So we're going to go, because this is a 2,000 square foot ranch house. So we're gonna go open concept, and I'll shoot video of that and show you guys. I'm really looking forward to doing that. This is one of my new Gymshark shirts. Let me show you guys this. I love this thing. I got red and blue, and I've got the gray one. Let me get out here. So there we go. Go up a little bit. So that's the new Gymshark shirt. It's got the logo down here, the logo up here. And then I got my other Gymshark winter gear too, which all of this stuff is embroidered. God, it is so nice, and I'll show you guys that as well. So today's a work day, so I got to get dressed, get a shower, and get out of here. And again, if you guys have some TRT questions or any question at all, don't hesitate to ask me, and watch my previous videos. Those will probably answer a lot of the questions as well, and we'll keep you updated. So have a great day. God bless.